Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Have a hard time getting your little one to get good, uninterrupted shut-eye? In 5 easy steps, your child can have a restful night and get the uninterrupted sleep they need.
That's right. Here with now is certified sleep coach and founder of the Sleep Nest, Karoline Babaian. How are you, Karoline?
Great. How are you?
I'm curious, how does one become a sleep coach? How did this all start for you?
Well, personal experience. My daughter was actually a horrible sleeper towards getting closer to the age of 1, and it got to the point where we couldn't even get any sleep at night anymore. Reached out to sleep consultants and sleep trained her, and here I am today, certified through one of the biggest sleep programs out there, who the founder of that is Dana Obelman. She's helped over 30,000 families throughout the years.
Wow.
So everyone sleeps better if your child is sleeping better.
Absolutely, yeah. It actually does affect postpartum sleep depression in mothers because they're up so many times every night throughout the first few months, breastfeeding or whatnot, and it just becomes this ugly pattern where at some point it just needs to stop.
Right. So explain, what does a sleep coach provide then? What are you able to provide?
I provide a customized sleep plan for my parents, so they can be anywhere from you bring them home right from the hospital all the way up to toddler age. They're 4, 5, 6 years old, you name it.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are some common issues that parents ask you when you come into their homes?
Well, one of the common things is, you know, they can't fall asleep on their own. So that means that they have to rock them to sleep, they have to nurse them to sleep, bottle feed to sleep them to put them to sleep, or stroll them around the house, around the bedroom, drive around in the car to finally transfer them over to the crib. And that's usually problematic because they end up waking up screaming as to how they got to fall asleep in the crib in the first place.
Yeah. It's very interesting. I think a lot of people, we expect to have a kid. This kid's going to be screaming their head off until they're, I don't know, 2, 3, 6. When I was screaming for a while. It doesn't have to be that way.
No, absolutely not. You can actually get your baby trained to sleep 12 solid hours as early as 3 months of age.
Oh my goodness!
See, people don't think about this. That it's possible to train your kid to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you'll go through with the parent step by step, and we mentioned 5 steps.
Yes.
That's just 5 steps.
I mean, it gets more into details.
Of
So
course.
if you actually try to apply some of these methods, you might see a huge improvement in how they were sleeping before versus now.
You're making having a kid sound a little more attractive to me. This is good. So then, okay, what tips can you provide then? What would you say are a couple tips right away?
So one of the tips I would say are to choose an early bedtime. So children anywhere under the age of 10 years old, that sounds insane, but even under the age of 10 years old, you really want to shoot anywhere between 6 to 8 p.m. We know a lot of children who sleep way past that even when they're 2 years old. So picking anywhere from 6 to 8, you get them to sleep anywhere from 11 to 13 hours at night. And that's exactly what they need all the way up to the age of 10.
No kidding.
Yep.
Wow.
And what about going to check in on them when they cry? You put them
You want to
down.
wait. That's definitely one of the things you want to do. You want to delay the gratification of them screaming, expecting that mom and dad are just going to run in right away. So that way they can learn to self-soothe and realize that they're actually secure in their environment and go back to sleep.
You're training the kid, but yet you're also training the parent on how to get their child to sleep, which
It's
is
a very
so
good
important.
point you make. Yes, because a lot of times what happens is parents are the ones who are setting the bad habits for the children, but with all the good intentions.
Yeah.
And they realize one day they wake up, they're like, well, I don't know how my child is in this position.
Yeah, like they created the monster of not being able to sleep, and
In a
it's
sense.
because they don't know. Parents don't have a manual.
No, they don't.
You know?
And this isn't even the manual for the end-all, be-all, but it's gonna solve the sleep problem.
Yes.
It's a certain step in the right direction. As
Yes,
far as that's
absolutely.
concerned. For viewers that are watching right now, and if they're having a screaming toddler,
Yes, they can get help.
a room or 2 away.
Yes.
How can they reach out to you? And,
Absolutely.
And you have a special offer for them.
Yes, so anyone who actually mentions the Morning Blend, they'll be able to get 25% off of all the sleep packages. And let me also remind that it's not only for night sleep, it's also for naps too. This goes for a 24-hour cycle of whenever they're sleeping.
Now, for kids who've gone back to school, they haven't set their body clocks yet because they just changed it recently. And,
Sure.
and what would you say to them to try to get some good shut-eye?
I would say this is the part where you have to have more communication with your child. You know, let them know that it's school time. We're going to have to set the boundaries of when, you know, bedtime routine is going to start, and this is really when it's going to start. And you just start putting your foot down at that point, because they're at past the toddler age when they're going to school. So yes.
No question. September 19th, you have a special event coming up.
Yes, I will be at Babies R US at the Henderson Stephanie location, and I'll be doing a seminar there for about an hour, and you'll be getting much more in-depth tips, and you can also do Q&A with me if you have any particular personalized questions you have. I can definitely help with that.
And it's free to attend.
Absolutely.
Can we bring our kids?
Yeah, sure.
That's good. You can
Bring
check
your
them
crib,
out.
yeah, or we'll see you in the crib section.
Or borrow the crib.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's great having you. Great
Thanks
stuff.
for
Thank you
having
so
me.
much.
Tips for us. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thanks. Get your baby the rest they need with the Sleep Nest. Next month, you can meet Karoline at her free seminar. She's going to be covering sleep tips that every parent should know. That's September 19th from 1 to 2 p.m. at Babies R Us in Henderson.
To learn more, just call the number or visit the website on your screen. The Sleep Nest, also on Facebook and Twitter.